from Bloomington, Indiana, Memorial Stadium. EA Sports College Football ready to roll in Week 3. It's the Clemson Tigers and the Indiana Hoosiers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Thank you, guys. I have checked in with the Tigers head coach here pregame. He understands what a challenge this is. Number one, the stadium is one of the best in college football. Every time you step foot in this crowd, in this stadium, you have to be at your best from a communication standpoint. This top 25 team will be a challenge, and he understands his guys have their backs against the wall. They have to communicate and be effective at the line of scrimmage. Nice.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face.
Snags it and he's open. Oh, what a caught at the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Indiana.
A lot of coaches talk about scripting the first series. You could tell the script reads, get that wide receiver the football because he can make plays. The quarterback, you could tell he has confidence in his guy. He finds him, and he does the rest.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Running inside, it's Johnson. He's stopping behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Just like we expected, this home crowd getting involved right from the start. They'll keep it on the ground. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Johnson. Got a little grass. The 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Clemson!
And it's the game-breaking speed you see right there. He takes it all the way to the house. It's that speed. That's the reason why a lot of people thought if he had declared for the NFL draft, he would have been playing on Sundays now. There's just not a lot of running backs in college football that can run like this guy.
And it's so nice to have that guy back. Like, to keep that guy on your roster, it's like recruiting the best player in the country, right? You got one of the best backs. To be able to keep that guy on your roster was the big offseason coup. Like you mentioned, the NFL can also transfer, can go make money elsewhere. To keep him on the roster, and he shows you why. This guy is the catalyst, one of the best in the country at his spot.
They're going to try for two. Now, if you don't get this, you might be chasing points the rest of the game. They're going to run it. He's into the end zone again. A little icing on the cake with a two-point conversion after the long touchdown run. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Looking for a crease. It's Richard. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1.
And here's what you know about Indiana football. They're going to be physical. They're going to be so well coached and disciplined, and they're going to run the football. It was the key ingredient to helping Fernando Mendoza win a Heisman. Like the ability to RPO off of it. So, Palmer, I don't know who the names are going to be throughout the season, but I know they're going to run downhill, no nonsense, and they'll have a guy that they'll hitch their wagon to.
Yeah, everybody talking about losing Mendoza, but Black and Hemby were a big part of that thing, too. I think the offensive line, though, was key to it all. And anytime you have 2 1,000-yard rushers, it's because the guys up front are pushing people around, and that was the secret sauce to Indiana's Cinderella run a year ago. So up front, these guys have to continue to dominate. They'll reload the backfield through the portal, through recruiting, but it all starts and stops with the big fellas pushing people around. That's going to be the key for them on offense.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air, it's Hoover. Got it. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. Did a nice job on it.
The run inside. It's Richard.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
Might as well stick with him. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Complete with conviction on the crosser.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
And the Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Handoff to the single back. Finding some room. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
3rd down, they need 12. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Hoover. That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
And this offense put together a really good drive, man. Like, that was a good drive, but 3rd down in the red zone when the field starts to shrink, they really struggle to try to find a play to get someone open.
Never a doubt. And they go back on top. They already have the lead, and they apparently want more here in the first half, going for the onside kick. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. He'll start this drive firing. Not able to hook up here. Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Running inside, it's Johnson. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Just a little off. Incomplete. Clemson will send the punt team out. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Takes it on the return. He gets a block. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go.
They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
Man, I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting.
Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Makes the grab. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down. The Hoosiers want to move quickly. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
I seen your comment about the dots, Biggs. I don't know what be going on with this game.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. On the run, it's Richard. Worked it down to the 22-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. He's open on the right. Touchdown, Hoosiers! A great catch and run for 6.
Defense has to be better on the back end. They knew this offense was going to come out, and they were going to challenge them. They were going to try to push the ball vertically down the field. They've now given up 2 touchdown passes in this game. They have got to shore up their play in the back half.
And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds, and excellent field position for this offense. Looking downfield on first down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Johnson. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field. Don't make a mistake. Check it down to your running back. Let him do the rest. But there was two guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw. But you could tell they were definitely locked in. And they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Hauls it in, looking for space. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. Basically everything they've tried has worked, scoring a couple of touchdowns and a field goal on their first 3 possessions. They'll move the tight end. RPO complete to open the drive. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Off the play fake. The short hands, it's Becker. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Takes the handoff. It's Beebe. Some really tough running there. Gets him to the 45-yard line.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Caught behind the line. It's Preston. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
And the Hoosiers with the 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll go with a direct snap. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Looking to pass. It's Hoover. Snagged in the middle. It's Marsh. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
The Hoosiers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll throw it from the red zone. He's got it on the move. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right over the field. It's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man, or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Using his legs, it's Richard. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Clemson calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to pick it up, and the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Defense falls on the ball. Going to be over. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Now the Tigers will take their final timeout of the half. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll try to knock through a short one, his second of the day, this one from 23. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Off play action on first down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. This will likely be the last play of the half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Johnson. Shakes off the defender. He's still on the move. A last-ditch effort to get some points before the half. Hits the afterburner. And he scores! Touchdown, Tigers.
And that is going to leave the head coach scratching his head. The final play of the first half, your opponent runs the ball, and you can't tackle him and get him down with all those bodies back playing prevent. That is a terrible job of defense. And to add insult to injury, you've now given up the lead.
And the extra point was good. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 14 team, the Oklahoma Sooners. And it's the Buckeyes. Not even blinking in this top 25 matchup. They took the lead on the opening drive of the game, and they've been adding to it ever since. Tough to imagine a halftime pep talk is going to change things. Here now a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the Pac-12 Conference.
The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. Now on the return. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. Gonna run it. It's Richard. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Got his man in the middle. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back. And he showed off the wheels after using the hands on the pick, and he gets it down to the 34-yard line.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Man, nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
From the 22 on 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Here's the pressure. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. It's Johnson. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Snap to the back. Touchdown, Tigers! That one will give them the lead.
And how about this offensive line? 3rd and goal, you gotta have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on the running back to score that touchdown.
Trying to power it in. He gets in there for the 2-point conversion and pushes the lead to 3. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The run inside. It's Richard. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Might be changing the route. Back to pass, it's Hoover. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Hoosiers will try to pin them back with the punt. Not a lot of room to field this one. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. They want to throw it. Fires to the tight end. Crosses to 35. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You throw it to them, and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
I wonder how much of that incompletion is due to the pass rush. That quarterback did not have a lot of time to throw that football. This offensive line is going to have to do a better job giving him time.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. There he goes. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football. He's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play, like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards and good things are happening.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Running inside, it's Johnson. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Bend don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that 3rd down. And now the offense is in an interesting situation.
They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow. But this carries big-time risk on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking for the score. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Got a man. It's Preston. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Hoosiers will hustle to the line. Works the middle of the field. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel, understanding where the holes are.
They've got a first down here. Want to start its bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? And the rush will get to him at the 25.
I know this defense feels like they missed some opportunities. Yeah, they had 2 sacks their last game out, but they feel like they left a bunch more out on the field, and they wanted to try to get to the quarterback in this game. That was finally the first time they registered a sack so far here. Curious to see how this pass rush looks the rest of the way.
Tight end now in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Complete to the right. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
I'll tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback making checks. To the air, it's Hoover. Dumps it to the back. Got his man on the right. And he got it so close to that first down marker, but they still have a little work to do. It'll be 4th down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Enter. Move. Go. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more.
All right, 4th quarter now, you're trailing, and the sense of urgency has to go up for everybody right now. A quarterback and wide receiver, you're going to have to hit some of these throws, David, to get back in this game.
Yeah, and when you got the lead on the other side, defense, I'm playing tight coverage, making them earn it. I want that clock to tick, and that was a really good play by the offense. Pretty good coverage by the defense, but I got to make them earn it all the way down the field.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Richard. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
It's complete, and they get him down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Still plenty of time for this offense, but this probably their final drive, under 2 minutes to play. Quarterback may change this route. Back to throw, it's Hoover. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And these moments can be tight, man. You start looking at that clock, and that thing's staring at you. So I got to pass. Big 4th down and short. You got to get this first down. So you got to be thinking about that first before you think about the clock.
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He stopped short, and they'll turn it over. What a huge stand by this defense.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
They want that clock to run. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. The Hoosiers take their first time out. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. As Holly mentioned earlier, this crowd trying to give its defense some energy in a clutch spot. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Quickly out to the tight end. Now timeout taken by Indiana. That's their second. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
On third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. And he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain its fourth down. Timeout taken by the Hoosiers. They cannot stop the clock again. Gives them a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on fourth down. And nothing doing on the ground. This defense having none of it and stopping him on fourth down.
That is how you rise to the occasion late in the game. Your defense had to come up big, had to get the offense the football back. They're trailing by a little bit now. Let's go make this thing even more special.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Running the red zone, it's Richard. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Gonna run it. It's Beebe. Oh, look out. The ball's free. And they're able to get back on top of the ball, but they are still in a world of hurt. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. The offense changing the play. To throw, it's Hoover. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers! They move on top here in the fourth.
And how about this QB coming up clutch in a big moment? Gotta have it. You've dreamed about it your whole life. He puts the ball on the money. They make the catch. Take the lead with seconds remaining on the clock.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The run inside. It's Johnson. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Here's a throw downfield late. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And those are the plays that you worry about as a defensive coordinator. And not getting beat over the top, but not just by any guy, but by a guy that can fly. And they've been worried about it all game long. Their game plan has been steered toward that. And right here, they execute at a really good level. Make sure they don't let them get behind them, and they knock the football to the ground.
A deep throw as the clock winds down. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. This will be the last play of the game and the last chance they have maybe to win it at the gun. And a short run there, and that'll end it. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club.